I'm looking up salad squirts right now on Pornhub.
Salad
We'll
squirt?
see if this is a real genre, yeah.
Did you say-
So apparently only salad tossing comes up.
Did you say genre? As in
Or,
John?
yeah. No, like a niche genre. I think it's called a category on Pornhub.
Welcome to Monday/Tuesday, Amigos Co, where I don't have anything planned, but this is just a normal, usual hangout stuff for you
Plans?
at home. Plans?
We don't do plans.
Yeah, I plan
We're gonna
everything
have
else.
a beard off, and Steve's gonna build a beard on Adam.
My whole life is planned, so it's nice to not have a plan sometimes, I'd like to welcome Legion Vapes of Legion Vapes Industries Incorporated in Northern New South Wales, and Chris Vandal from the, I was going to read Friday Fallout backwards, but I can't read it backwards because it's...
Is it backwards?
It
Yes.
is backwards, yeah.
I thought I had it normal. I don't know.
I like it,
That's
though.
where we are today.
Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to those in chat. I will say hello to those in chat. Ern, hello. Missed you too, you beautiful person. Legion Vapes is here.
I don't like that.
Burban's here. Connie's here. David Lloyd's here. Pam's here. David Lloyd, Pam, Birdman, David Lloyd, Connie, Ern, Great Wombowski from South Australia. Travman's here. That's right. Best background ever. David Lloyd, who did I say? Great Wombowski, Ern, Bram Day. Hello, Bram Day. Travman's here. Everybody's here. All the fan bams here. That's actually real happening behind you, isn't it, Chris? For realsies.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Nice.
got to be the most distracting background you could choose.
I'm changing it.
It just
I'm changing
mystifies me every time I see it.
I wish there was music. Yeah.
it. Well, I don't know. I know you guys don't watch the Friday show often, but I played this as an intro video, and a guy that was an Uber driver. So like this is just background, whatever for it. But anyways, there was a voicemail played over it, and it was an Uber driver, and it goes, "Hey Jessica, it's me, Jeff or whatever. I was your Uber driver a couple nights ago. Anyways, I just wanted to see how you're doing, blah, blah, blah. I saw on your friend's Facebook, because your page is public, that her dad and mom are getting separated. That sucks. Anyways, I wanted to see if you wanted to go and hang out, and, I found a Laura's a Pam or whatever it's called, in the back seat of my car, and see if you wanted to take a Laura's Pam and chill or whatever. Yeah, just let me know. But it was over that, so I think that's like modern Renaissance art in my mind, and that's why I am who I am. And it's about as consistent as my beard. So there you go. Long story short, drink. No.
I must say, your hair looks very dapper today. Very dapper.
Thanks. I need a haircut.
Yeah. Nice. Looks like my cat's joining us on the table. How's the week been, fellas? How's the week been? Yeah, that's really the question. Well, don't you even think about it? No.
Well, it's only Monday/Tuesday, so I mean, it's been a very short week so far. I managed to get some work done, which is good. I managed to get some planning done, which is good. I managed to have a 3-hour conversation with the wife about strengths, failures, deficiencies, and getting stuff done. And I know that when I said that, it sounds like she was giving me a lecture, but no, we were literally discussing what we're not good at and how we can get better at it in terms of keeping this fucking place clean.
Right.
Because let's be honest, we're not good at it.
Well, as long as you recognise that and working towards a solution, that's the big thing. Yeah.
I think what it came down to was let's get a Roomba.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want a
Might as well
Roomba.
get a divorce. Okay.
Fuck you. I want a Roomba.
Aruba, and you're gonna be in the middle of the night, and that little thing's gonna be going around scooping up your Cheeto dust, and then you're gonna go to get some water or something and step on it and then break your neck. See, that's the only thing that scares me about those things. Like, I don't care if they're listening. Oh, you want to listen to what I'm listening to? I feel bad for you, but you want to see, you want to eat crap in the middle of the night, and you don't have any dogs, right?
No.
Okay, because if you have pets, I've seen plenty of videos where they hit a piece of dog poop and then they turn into a poop Casso across the floor.
I've actually heard that they've upgraded the newer versions with a sense of smell.
So a shit sensor.
Yes, basically. They can tell.
Yeah.
No, the newer ones literally, because that has happened so many times. and gone on YouTube and TikTok and all those things, that they've actually designed the newer versions to detect stuff like that, whether it's shit or a chocolate bar or whatever, and just go,
Because smell is
we'll
just
just
a chemical
flag that
reaction.
and we'll come back later.
That's bizarre. I can say we have one. The wifey bought one a little while ago, and unless you already have a fairly clean place, they're not that effective. Because otherwise, you have to run them every single day. And you know, if you've
if you run them every single day, then eventually the place will be clean, theoretically.
Okay.
You're dumping a bucket this big every 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I thought about getting one because, like I said, I have the dogs or whatever. And it's funny you bring up the Roomba because I spent yesterday deep cleaning the whole place. And there's no way I could justify getting one with the dog because, just on one corner after, because I sweep every week and mop almost every week, you know? And, like, just one corner of my house has, like, a chunk of hair this big. It's dense, you know what I mean? So, like, a Roomba, like, what? It's only, like, this big of a place on it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what? Maybe, like, a 2-inch by a 5-inch or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't know
Keep
what
in
that
mind,
is.
when I say Roomba, I really mean robot vacuum cleaner, of which there are many, and we will spend like 7 months researching the best. We do this. We'll watch all the YouTubes. We will watch the reviews. We'll figure it out. Then we'll like fall in love with one that costs too much, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But the basic chat came down to when you get to a certain age, you should be at that point where you recognize what you're good at, you recognize what's common with you, and you can tell the difference between things that you're likely to work on. Like, I've signed up to the gym, I'm going to go every week. Be realistic, it's going to be every 3 days. Okay, fine. But you do that. And then things that you're not likely to, like, honey, I promise I'll take the garbage out tonight. Probably won't. You know, everyone's got their own little failings. Everyone's got their own things that they're likely not to do. My wife works really, really hard. Her office is in the house. You would think that lunch would be a simple thing. And I've watched her for years buy all these things for lunch, as in I will make these lunches for myself. And then 2 weeks later, I throw out all the moldy vegetables. Because when it comes down to it, she's busy. Her habit is to treat lunch like you do going to the bathroom. Like, oh my God, it's too late. I got to go now. I've only got a minute. She switched around to something that is fast, easy, and convenient. She comes through, she heats it up, she eats it, she leaves. That works for her. You need to develop habits that work for the way you are, in a lot of cases, then pretend that you will not be who you are.
Yeah.
We are not good. We are not good at sweeping the floor. It's just never going to be a thing for us. We're 50 now. If we haven't got it by now, we're going to get a Roomba. It will do it for us.
I don't know. There's guys that are like 50 and 60 running their first marathons. I think you can figure out how to use a broom.
I know how to use a broom. I just don't want to use the broom. I want to make videos. I want to live stream. I want to play with cameras. I want to build coils. I don't
but next thing you know, you're going to put a GoPro on that Roomba and you're going to see a lot of weird shit.
Yep.
Yes.
Actually, now get it, because I want to see like Steven's reviews or Legion's reviews with the Roomba.
Yeah. 8 hours of continuous footage of the Roomba going around his bucket of death.
Yeah.
I was actually... Hold on. You've spurred me onto a whole new topic here. Because this was in my head the other day. And because we're here and because I'm with Chris, this is the perfect time to announce it. I'll probably announce it again on Thursday on my channel. So if you forget, just tune in. I have made a decision that I'm going to do something completely new and different with my channel. I'm going to break out. I'm going to branch away from the vape world just a little bit, but not completely. What I've decided is I'm going to start a new category called If You Buy It, I Will Review It. So if you buy something and send it to me, I will review it, no matter what it is. I may not use it the way it's supposed to. So be careful with the butt plugs. But if you buy it and send it to me, I will review it. Because I started thinking in my head, what if I bought shitty vapes from Wish and just reviewed them?
Does Wish sell shitty vapes?
Oh yeah, they sell all that stuff.
Really?
Like you could get that. You can get replacement glasses now for your tanks on Amazon.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
In the States. But yes. If you buy it and get it in my hands, if it's from Wish, if it's a dress, if it's a pair of stockings, if it's a vegetable peeler, if it's a cheap, shitty Wish brand $20 GoPro style action camera, I don't give a hair. You send it to me, I will review it.
I've got
All
your.
right, how about this then? Go ahead, Adam.
Just got a quick one. This will be the end of Steve's videos. He'd be like, vape on, vape wish.
And then his head explodes.
Yeah.
No, so me and Anthony did this thing. Well, Anthony did it. I don't follow through with anything if you know anything about me. We were supposed to order some stuff off of Wish for each other to review, you know? But he did it on his end. So he sent me this dick hardening cream from China that has no FDA authorization whatsoever.
Perfect.
I will spend the money to send this to you, Steve, and you can let me know how hard your Legion gets.
Is the package unopened?
It's unopened. I didn't. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, how strong is that curiosity urge?
He's definitely going to knuckle test it before it leaves.
It comes in this really weird like sample spray bottle from like the dudes that sold Avon in the 90s in the US and
Nice.
all that, but yeah.
I will test that. I will test that.
All right, man.
I'm not going down on the table. No way.
Yeah.
We're not pulling out the macro lens.
No, dude. The velvet underwear cam.
Vape on, vape hard. Yeah, vape hard.
Oh, I came so close to a spit take there.
Vape on, vape hard.
Overdrip?
Yeah.
Like I said, I may not end up using it the way it's intended. But if you send one to me, I will review it.
Well, if you follow any meme pages on Instagram, you'll see that's nothing now. They have like dildos and pocket kitties and I don't know why I'm afraid to say pussy, but all that stuff on there, you know, and you could just see it now. So I could just imagine Steve, like, it's really good. It's a 510 tip connector. Like,
I on Facebook one time I clicked one of those ads. It was it was one of those retail sites from that part of the world, and the whole reason why I clicked on it is because I was looking for a Jean Grey. I was looking at a Jean Grey model, maquette, whatever you want to call it. And I was like, oh, cool, you know, but I never went through with it. You never buy those things. And then all I would get is explicit photos or censored explicit photos of those dolls, like manga and anime, dolls. And I was like, my God, is there a huge market for this? There must be. It was out of control.
well, it was probably the closest thing their algorithm could pin on you. Is that's why you get that weird stuff. Like we were talking about pre-show, the stuff that's popping up on the YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
So because I wore a wig on here one time, now all we get is trans video suggestions on here. And there's nothing wrong with being trans or if you're into that kind of thing either. So don't take it as that. But now our YouTube is I can't say the word inundated. Yeah, I can't speak. You guys know me. With like trans stuff, and like that's cool if that's, but it's weird because it's on our Amigos page, and me and Adam are the only ones that access it. Steve doesn't ever go on it, and so like if you get anything close, and I guess me wearing a wig and crappy makeup on one Friday Fallout show gets you on the algorithm. So that's how it works.
Yeah, I mean sometimes the algorithm works, and you got to be thankful because it shows you stuff that you never would have clicked on, and then other time, 99% of the time, it's not even on the same page. Yeah. Yeah. I still can't even explain it because,
See, the algorithm's kind of smart. It sent me something that I shouldn't like. It was a couple sitting there watching music videos and commenting. Reaction video, right? It's like, I've never heard this song. We're gonna react to it. And they're American couple, black couple, sitting there talking about the song. And for some reason, I started watching it. So I've watched like 58 of them now. I don't know why. I disagree with everything they say. At the end of everything, I'm like, what, are these people living on a fucking rock? How the fuck do you get to be 30 and you've never heard that song? That song is everywhere. How could you not know anything about I've never heard music like this before. This is just kind of wild. It's like, no, it's on the fucking radio. It's everywhere. But I'm still, and they now, because I've watched like 58, it's in my feed, and there's like 58 more to go.
Yep.
I'm such a sucker for it. I don't know why. But see, this is what I'm saying. The algorithm is smart. It knows not what you want, but it knows what will suck you in.
That's what they were talking about today. Quick little social media break on it. TikTok is coming under scrutiny because their algorithm mixes in stuff that you don't search out so that you continue to look for the content that you want to see. That's how you keep people on the platform, you know what I mean? And it's very smart, you know what I mean? Because, like, you're going to keep scrolling to find what you want to see, and it keeps you on the platform longer and longer and longer. And so, like, that's the way it should be. Like, I got to be honest with you. Like, I don't use YouTube too often. I do it with you guys when I do this or the Friday show. Or sometimes like at game walkthroughs or lore tutorials or, you know, stuff like that. But like YouTube's algorithm is terrible because you watch one thing that has something to do with a cheeseburger, and the next thing you know, it's 5,000 videos about like a guy, I'm going to eat a cheeseburger. I'm going to stick a cheeseburger in my pee hole or whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's like, I hate that. Like, I just watched one video. Like, I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah. I'm not like everyone else, but I watch one thing. Yeah. I'm good.
Is TikTok, like with their guidelines and all that sort of thing, I thought they were fairly liberal as far as the material that's on TikTok.
Oh, yeah. And it's kind of crazy because, like, ByteDance, whatever it is a Chinese-owned company, and they're not very open to anything besides the traditional idea of a man and woman or, like, you know, like, open sexuality and stuff like that. Like, they're not. But, like, they know how to do it right in America because... Yeah. A lot of that stuff, like I made a TikTok so that Delane could send me stuff and I don't have to see it through a text message, but I spend zero time on it. Mm-hmm. And like everything, I don't know how they knew, but like one of the big reasons why I use Instagram, and I'm gonna be that honest, is because there's a lot of girls' butts, a lot of girls' boobs. I don't care about vape content too often, so I was just being honest. You know, I'm not trying to hate on anybody, but you know, so I follow what I like. But somehow TikTok, as soon as I started it up, I didn't like any videos, didn't view any videos. All of my stuff was like, oh, I'm a hot MILF. And it's like this like 50-year-old chick with her nipples out there here dancing. Like,
well, yeah, well, that's the default starter.
I guess
when you sign in, that's just what they show you, and then they'll refine it from there. But you're absolutely right. Like YouTube it's got this annoying habit of not knowing the difference between what you're into and what you just need to know right now. There are times when it's like, fucking thing in the bathroom is broken. I've never taken one of these apart. Look it up. How does that work? I might watch 3 videos to get the idea, to get it down to the specific one I've got. How do I take that apart and replace it? I'm there to learn. And now it's plumbing for like the next week and a half. It's just fucking bathroom plumbing. Yeah. It's like, what? Like, true. You're inundating me with plumbing. Now I've got vape, I've got filmmaking, I've got film editing, I've got photography, and I've got music constantly in my stream. Shouldn't the fact that for like fucking 10 years now, I've been looking at the same shit?
Yeah.
Shouldn't that outweigh a momentary dalliance with plumbing? No. Yeah. It's all plumbing. It's all plumbing. Yeah. You've changed careers. You're now a plumber. Fucking learn. No, yeah. I don't
I've noticed that on Insta. I know we're talking about YouTube, but Insta does that as well. Like, you just go to your Discover page, and one day it will be nothing but the Kardashians.
Nothing but tits.
I never look at that, you know. But it's you know, every third post is a Kardashian, and then one day I get on there and it's Jewel.
Yeah.
You know, like not Jewel as in the device. I mean the singer.
Who will save your soul?
The thing I've noticed about the feed on Facebook, and it's not on the computer, it's on your phone. You every now and then they throw things at you. They throw all sorts of stuff at you to see what catches. But if you, I don't know. I guess the makers have figured this out, and it starts with like I think maybe 3-minute crafts, 5-minute crafts started this. The whole. We're making something, but you're not actually going to see what it is until we get to the end. It's going to take 10 minutes to get there. It's making something. I am a sucker for this. It would show you a guy with a lump of wood and a drill and some tape. And then it cuts to him pouring plastic into the wood and then hammering at it and then cutting bits. And I was just like, what the fuck am I doing? 6 minutes later, oh, that's a really beautiful vase he made. It's half wood, half plastic. It's really nice. Cool. Okay, done. Scroll. 1 post, 2 posts, another video. Oh, someone's making a cake. Eggs and flour. 3 minutes later. Huh, that looks like a tasty cake. Scroll. 1 post, 2 posts. Oh, look. There's another guy with a bit of wood and some acrylic. Is that a table? Fuck, it's a bookcase. No.
Yeah.
It's a bookcase with doors. Awesome. It's got lights in it. Cool. Scroll 1, 2. boom. All of a sudden, every second post is this long ass, we are making something. And it's just like, it's a guy making a Viking axe out of an old belt buckle. Literally just grinding it, sharpening it, making the handle from scratch. I'm like, awesome Viking shit. Scroll. Then someone making rings out of old forks. Literally, like just. And these videos, they're all different content, but they're all the same pacing. It's like we do this, we do that, we go over here, we do this. It's grinding, it's cutting, it's eventually. Here's the thing. I just get so sucked into that every time.
I hate Facebook's algorithm, and I want to shout out Ern real quick. YouTube censored his comment because he said, I keep getting pimple poplar videos on IG, and the reason why they blocked it is because pimple is too close to nipple, just so you know.
What?
Yeah, YouTube is stupid, but Facebook takes the cake. And like, I get it. We're just a bunch of old guys, complaining right now or bitching. But I hate Facebook so much. I'll scroll through Facebook, and like, what you can do to get Facebook's algorithms to leave you alone is whenever you see an ad, it says sponsored or whatever. That's when it's an ad, right? You click the little 3 dots, at least from your phone, and you go hide ad, and it asks you why. You just hit irrelevant, and then hide all ads from this company. You'll never see them again, and that throws off the algorithms. They think that's something you wanted to see. And this is kind of like a mean thing, I guess, but whatever. So, like, I'm a social media manager, right, or director. It's my official title. Director. I don't drive a Beamer or nothing. Don't worry about it.
Got that Lambo money coming in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I go, like, when you post your stuff on, if you run a page, you post your stuff on Facebook. I see every time someone hides that post, or they unfollow the page, or they say it's irrelevant. So you can fucking, if like you get a hit with, I don't know why I keep trying to say words I can't fucking clap out loud. Is like if you do that, it throws off the algorithm, and then it also shows that person that's managing that account that someone thought your ad was irrelevant and that they hit all your stuff. So that's a good slap in the face to the annoying people.
I'll have days where I'll just sit here and I'll just scroll, and every single ad that comes up, I'm just like hide.
Yep.
Hide.
Yep.
Just hide.
And it throws off the algorithm. You
one.
start seeing less ads. You'll start seeing less ads, which is great. Yeah. And then also it's kind of a slap in the face to the person that thought that you'd want to see like something really stupid, depending on what it is. But Facebook's the worst because like you'll be scrolling through it, and I accidentally hit an ad while I'm scrolling. You know, I got heavy fingers, and then all of a sudden I'll be like a pair of socks. I accidentally click on it, and then for the next 2 weeks, socks, like it's a Little John song. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god.
Twitter does the same thing. If you're looking at Twitter on your desktop, you get 10 times more ads during the feed than if you're looking at it on your mobile, and I hate that because none of them are relevant to anything. Just to change tact, gentlefolk, Twitter had a couple of big news pieces today, and this might be old news for other people in the chat currently, but new to me. I've got 2 things actually. One is for Canada, the Canadian Veeps. That there has been, I'm going to butcher this description, but it says here, the Georgia State University Research account. Congrats to Associate Professor Michael Pesco, who has been appointed to the Health Canada Scientific Advisory Board for vaping products. He will serve a 3-year term to advise the Canadian government on e-cigarette policy. I thought that was pretty big. I'm sure Pam will probably have something to say about this as well. So I looked into
Isn't he kind of like been more receptive to vaping?
Well,
he's more open to vaping?
That was my question. I wanted to know, who is this person and what's going on. Skip Murray, those of you who play the Twitter game at home will know who Skip Murray is. I think Skip is on the Twitter sphere basically 24/7. But there was a question here asking, does he support vaping? And Skip replies with, Mike supports good, solid science. He supports people knowing the truth. You've heard of the recent study showing that increased vapor taxes increases smoking. Mike is one of the authors of that study. I like him because he understands. Yeah, I like him because he understands how deadly smoking is. Yeah, and she goes on to say, highly recommend you follow him. I've learnt a lot from him. Call it positive trolling. So that's really cool. I know that Canada is like many places in the world that has come to a fairly heavy juncture in their vaping journey. But yeah, really cool. So watch this space, I guess. Well, not this space, but watch the Twitter space for that coming up, because I'm sure Health Canada are going to get spanked. Another thing on the Twitter sphere, and if it's all right for me to move on, is why my screens keep. Another one, Azim Chowdhury, sorry if that's the way you pronounce it. There's been a fair bit of chat surrounding China. Chinese government is going to, has been talking about regulating or, putting e-cigarettes in under their thing. I didn't really understand the full scope of, I understand, the government-run tobacco, Chinese tobacco industry, let's just call it, is the biggest in the world in that whole situation. But it seems that they have gone ahead and done that. So that's really, really big time, because Azim goes on to say that the wording in it is a little bit grey, so they're not quite sure how it's going to go. And I'm sure plenty of people have plenty of opinion about what that means for our worldwide market, considering that would I be said
most disposables and things like that are made there. I mean, most vaping products on the market anywhere are made in China. I mean, you have very few rig mods and stuff like that left, you know what I mean? And I believe even some of their products are being made in China now.
Yeah, it's
so that's huge. That's a big deal.
I am going to put this link in chat, because it's a pretty interesting article. It's written by obviously it's on the Keller and Heckman website. Where's our chat? I'll put it in there because that was on just when I came on this morning on Twitter. I'm sure everybody's already seen it, but pretty interesting news. Another watch this space situation.
There's been a lot of speculation as to what that's going to mean for the rest of the world, and a lot of fear, because China traditionally is not very positive towards vaping internally. They own tobacco there, of course. They make a lot of money from that. They keep their own citizens quite under their thumb. So the fear is that they would do that to the external market, and that's kind of a lot of what people have been talking about, is that, well, they don't like vaping, so they'll shut it down. And I don't, again, speaking completely with no information here, just guessing, it doesn't seem likely that they would shut down external exports of vaping.
No.
In any way. Like, that makes no sense. They might say no vaping in China, our people are not allowed to vape, but they can make them and send them to those people overseas, because who gives a fuck about them? We make money from them. So just keep shipping that stuff out. As long as it's across the border, we're cool with it. That makes a lot more sense than them basically saying, well, there's profit to be made, but we don't want it.
Yeah, because like if any country was to ban it, like at the level like Steve's talking, it would be the United States first at the export level, because of how bad we are towards it, like, and politically right now with all that stuff. But working for a company that does a lot of exports, I could tell you that's a market that we're not going to touch. I really doubt China's going to do that. And just to read into it a little bit, China's going through this whole they're kind of like reimagining what it is to be a Chinese person, and like their culture and everything right now. So a lot of it, like, they're getting rid of a lot of Western influences on stuff. So basically what it seems like to me, like Steve said, like, this is just my take on it. Like, I have nothing to really back this up, but from seeing how they're changing everything to be more like a China one kind of thing, like, China first kind of thing, is that they're going to regulate it at the level of products. So you're not going to see a lot of like these big titty girls on the sides of these mods anymore, or stuff like that, maybe. But as far as like stopping the export of products, that's such a huge market for them that I really doubt that would ever happen, because, like, not saying like, we're in a war with them, but why wouldn't you profit off of like your enemy states?
Yeah. Sorry, can I just put this into context really quickly? There's a small part that I want to read, because I didn't quite understand, this opened my eyes to what is happening in China. It's just the start of this article, sorry, and I'll make this very brief. The tobacco industry in China, which is home to more than 300 million cigarette smokers, is controlled by the largest tobacco company in the world, the China National Tobacco Corporation, the CNTC. The CNTC's dominant global market share is almost entirely the result of its monopoly of the domestic Chinese tobacco industry. When fulfilling its regulatory role, CNTC is also referred to as the State Tobacco Monopoly Administration, which is a government-granted monopoly established by China's tobacco monopoly law. Under the tobacco monopoly law, STMA maintains control over virtually all stages of the production, sales, import, export, and distribution of tobacco products in China. The law, Article 2, historically extended STMA's monopoly control to the following traditional tobacco and tobacco-related products: cigarettes, cigars, cut tobacco, re-dried leaf tobacco, cigarette paper, filter rods, filter tows, and equipment exclusively for the use in the manufacture of tobacco products. The China State Council published online its final decision to amend the implementing regulation of the tobacco monopoly law, which makes e-cigarettes subject to the same monopoly requirements as traditional combustible cigarettes. The
reason why that's a big deal right now too is because I don't know if anyone else is paying attention to it right now, but China's delisting like even their firms in the United States. A huge ride-hailing firm in the United States that was out here and stuff like that. They're making them come off like Wall Street. Like they're taking their stuff off. So what they're doing is effectively taking control of everything in their country. They're a communist country. That's usually how it works. The government is you do whatever you want as long as we say that you can do it, but we have the control and we have the stake in it. And so that way it's less prone to outside influence and things like that. So that's what it seems like they're doing is they're putting all their eggs in a basket right now. And they're going after everything. I mean, vaping is a massive market. So it makes sense that a place like China would do something like this. China is now the richest country in the world. Like they're taking control of everything that's under their mind, or under their control right now. And they're effectively directing it in one direction.
Didn't I see in the last day or two there's photos of a vape show, an expo? Oh, pardon me, an expo going on right now, somewhere in China. So
I think it's a business to business though.
B2B, yeah. B2B2B. Well, that's very interesting because I'm sure if that all happened while the show was going on, there probably would have been a lot of very stressed people. But I think that was the main takeaway, was that Azim was saying that it's still very grey and they're unsure about what's going to happen. But
you leave it grey, you can regulate how you want to.
Yeah. That's why I find, going back to the Amazon thing, how can Amazon sell, glass tanks for vape devices when that's for intended use? I don't get that.
Because a lot of these companies are listed from like China. They're like Chinese companies, right, or Indonesian companies or whatever. And all it takes is for like you to go on to Amazon. You sell one product that's certified to be sold by them, two products. Eventually, you build up a reputation with them, and they don't actually pay attention to everything you're selling. Like you can't buy sex toys on Amazon. You can't buy like anything that's like that. All you can buy, like the closest you can get is like lubrication products, right? But if you search hard enough, you'll find stuff where it has like the really weird letters like you get in the YouTube spam comments where they use like asterisks on the E's and stuff like that. And then they start doing that. Like there's Amazon's in for a reckoning because they're getting in trouble for this kind of stuff because they're letting any company basically that sells like a few good things run amok on there and things like that. And then they rename it. It's a glass tube. Or it's something else, and then that's enough because Amazon's getting their cut of it. Thousands of vapors are buying it. Everyone's okay until someone brings up the issue of the problem of this is what this is for.
Dumb question. In other parts of the world, how many people are using eBay still?
Nobody. I mean, in the States, it's still pretty popular, but it's more of like a niche or collection kind of thing. Sneakers, for sure. You could buy old classic cars on eBay. You could buy old computer parts. But as far as buying brand new products or stuff that's not like a niche or exotic kind of thing, when's the last time that any of us have logged onto an eBay account? Like, I don't think I have one anymore.
But that's why I'm asking, because eBay is still kind of fairly relevant, I guess, here in Australia. But like you're right, you don't. There are those vendors that have, their own retail sites, but also have a store on eBay, so you can just go to eBay and I guess they use it for the purpose of eBay's guidelines with paying and that whole situation. Yeah.
I actually, was it a year and a half, 2 years ago when I upgraded cameras? All my lenses, all the new lenses that I got, they're all, I guess, a Korean company, Korean made. There's a distributor in Australia that supply a number of different stores. They also have their own web store, and we were hunting around for the best deals, and we found them on eBay. And so, yeah, we've bought all the lenses through eBay. But that would be the last time I can think that I bought something new from eBay.
I buy packaging from eBay, things like tissue paper and stuff like that, but never like, oh, hey, I can't even imagine think of a product, but I just wanted to ask that because if Amazon are doing it, then the whole point of the question was, is eBay doing it too, with grey area items intended for use, so to speak.
I'm sure there's a market on there. I'm sure it's on there, but you probably would have to know where to look.
Yeah,
I almost feel like eBay are, when you have that business that's been there for a while, and the owners have like we got 10 years to go, and then we're going to retire and sell the place. So just don't even bother painting the door anymore. Nothing new. It's just the old stock. That's kind of the way I feel about eBay. It's like you have potential to compete. You used to be number one. Amazon moved in and took all the new stuff. You had new and you had used and you had old secondhand stuff, whatever. You were everything. And Amazon came and ate a big chunk of your market. And now people just immediately think of Amazon. Oh, I need something. Let's go to Amazon.
Yeah.
I hate Amazon. Fucking hate them. I hate Bezos. Fucking dick in space. But I'm going to go buy stuff from
But you're still ordering your toilet paper from them.
I'm still. Well, no, actually, I get my toilet paper from a different company. Honestly, I get it from a company called Who Gives a Crap.
Oh, they're so good. There you go. The Late Night Vape Show says nicotine-free vape is still available in the UK on Amazon, hardware and liquid. Interesting.
Yeah. The UK is freaking insane, man. The UK is like, I'm not hating on anyone that lives in the UK, but man, like they get it right with cessation products and things like that. And I get there's no nicotine in it, so who is it helping, I guess you could say. But you can get your short fills or whatever, you get your nicotine to add to it. But it's insane to me that you can order, like, I can go on Uber right now and order, like, 13 cases of fucking wine or beer and all that stuff. They don't verify that I'm the right age. Like, if you have an account, like, what if, like, I was a father, right, and I gave my kid the phone or whatever, and, like, you share your Uber Eats, they could do that. But, like, the UK, they're like, all right, so this is for the people that want to use it. I'm sure they're like, it's nicotine-free. I'm sure there's still some kind of age gate or something because you'd have to have, like, an Amazon account. But it's the same thing. It's like walking into a gas station. There's beer right there in the front. You just grab it, and all this stuff. But the UK, I never thought I'd say this, but fuck, man. I think the UK is a place to be right now with vaping.
Yeah, they have, full respect to old Blighty, but they also have their own, the VAT and that whole situation of importation makes it very hard to trade, in that place, which is, that's a whole nother story. But anyway, pretty crazy shit. Yeah, crazy shit. I think that was it from my news and stuffs. But yeah, there's a fair bit of stuff. What I did listen to, which you can't listen to on the replay, I don't believe, was Amanda Wheeler and Charles Gardner talking about Bloombucks. But also, I guess I just wanted to give a shout out to Mr. Nick Grim Green, who will be having Charles Gardner on the TBN tomorrow. Charles Gardner is an outstanding human. I didn't realise that his background was molecular biology. Holy jeez. Yeah. But he'll be on TBN tomorrow, so let's all get ragey and watch shit talking about Bloomberg. I'm very much hoping that the Twitter game will happen again in TBN. We can all tweet at Bloomberg. Outstanding. Yeah.
If we're doing the announcements on people appearing on other channels, on the 11th of this month, Colin Mendelsohn will be on Bogan's channel. Yep. And I'm really looking forward to that. I want to see how long it takes before Bogan swears.
I was going to say the clash of culture there.
I know Bogan's Sam's a good guy. Colin's a very respectable guy. I know that Sam's going to want to be on his best behavior. He's going to be trying his very best. And I just want to see how long it takes before it just slips out without thinking.
Well, can I just, I'll give everyone a little bit of insight now. When we had him on the Aussie Vape Show, obviously Colin is a very esteemed, gentle person, and his language is very much that way as well. And the moment Steve stopped streaming, we were continuing the conversation, and a few swear bombs came out of Colin's mouth, and I was shocked. Absolutely shocked. Didn't seem right, but it was very, very, very funny. what we were talking about was a pretty intense topic, though, and it was in context, but it was just like, oh my god, yeah.
It's like, you're Australian after all.
Yeah. Interesting.
Although, to be fair, various words came out, but none of them started with C. If he had said that, I would have been on the floor.
Because the C bomb is still not appropriate.
Half crying and half laughing.
Yeah, not appropriate.
Unless you're on Sam's channel, in which case it's always appropriate.
Yeah. It's 41 minutes into the stream, and I don't believe we've bored everybody with what we're vapping. Do you want to do that? Let's do that.
We can do that.
That would be this bumper right here, the buffet. Oh, yes, Great Bombetsky. Colin was on Pippa's show too. Definitely go back and do the replay crew on that. Pippa's Live. Mr. Mendelsohn. It's getting out there. Mendelsohn. There was a fair bit of discussion as well about Mr. Mendelssohn's book. Seems to be a bit of a delay in getting it to certain people. There are some in the US who have received it, I believe. I think Mr. Mowgli's already got his. And where's Mowgli? What's going on? He's not in the chat. If he's watching this in the replay, very disappointed in you, Mowgli. But yeah, a few people have gotten it, but in Australia it's a slight delay, probably Rona / printing / demand. And like we were saying on the Aussie Vape Show the other night, well, I hope it's because people are ordering it through the yin yang. So yeah.
Yeah. I'll go first.
You.
New caliper, because I broke my last one. Oh my god, it looked like I ran over. I don't remember what happened. I got drunk like 2 weeks ago. And Anarchist Orange, because anything else, why?
Did you say why?
Yeah.
Oh,
and then my 8-month-old Tropical. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
Do it.
Well, Steve said to do it.
Don't listen to him.
I have to respect my elders. It's still good, man. It's still good. It's a
Look at the tiny amount of vapor that came out of there. It's like, that's almost done.
He did this. He was like...
Yeah, I have a count. It's so good. Dwayne's juices are full of sweetener if you know any better. So, like, it's always good to me. Like, come on.
I heard that drinking pineapple juice will do that.
I like guys that are prepared. I drink a gallon of pineapple juice. What?
Yeah.
Anyways.
I'll go through my stuff. Still vaping on this. I'm actually wondering if I am the first reviewer to get one. Not to review it. I think I was one of the first, but I'm still seeing like people like big names going, yeah, I just got mine in today. Or Nick was saying today he's still waiting on his. I'm like,
yeah, Sam got his not long after you received yours.
Yeah,
I think that's just a China to Australia thing. Yeah.
How did I get to the top of the list?
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm glad I did because I'm really enjoying it. Still got the vanilla iced coffee. Had to check the label. Vanilla iced coffee in there. Still vaping it. Still nice. Still in my hand all day. This one I also reviewed recently, the Cthulhu AIO. Can I say once again what I said in the review? Cthulhu AIO. Cthulhu is the brand. They make it. This is the Vandy vape. That's Cthulhu. That makes sense. AIO. Could they not have come up with a fucking name for it?
It's just the genre that everyone puts, a self-contained vape box.
When 1,000 of them are coming out at once, are you really going to remember it?
Yeah, but that's what they should. They could have made it stand out a bit.
You still have it.
Yeah, because they sent it to me. Of course.
Yeah, and now people are going to buy it because you use it.
Yes, Steve. Good job.
Just think of all the cool names that are out there in Lovecraft mythology with Cthulhu. That they could have just found one creature. All their names of all their RTAs and their tanks that they've done in the past have all been drawn from characters or monsters in the Lovecraft books. Could they not have picked one for this instead of just AIO?
Do you think that they actually read any of the books?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, how would they know what all those things they previously named were?
Google?
Yeah.
Well, they could have Googled for a name for this.
Welcome to the vape industry, Steve. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, God. Fucking naysayers.
Nay.
The new I wanted to say Pulse. It's not a Pulse. It's a Drag. It's a Drag X. I filmed the table for this. That's done. I filmed the FaceTime for this. I'm thinking that I might redo the entire FaceTime section and just not put it up until I've done that, because I spent like 20 minutes ragging out people who don't see the point in incremental upgrades.
No one likes a negative Nancy, buddy.
Yeah. It's a drag. It's a drag X. It's no different than the previous one, except it's got a print and it's got a slightly better tank. But it's still a drag X, and it works just the same way as the previous one. It's a good one.
I want to know who was the original person at Vupu who was like, yeah, let's call it a drag. That's a great name, great marketing situation when it's possibly the worst choice of all time. Yeah.
Why? You take a drag off of it.
And also take a drag off a cigarette, you know.
Yeah.
And it could be...
but we called vapes e-cigarettes in a lot of places.
True. No, you're very right.
It's a familiarization, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, what's that in your hand? It's a drag. Doesn't sound very positive.
No, the X. You forgot the X. Come on.
Do you know how hard it is to actually get out the name of this device in the beginning of the review? We are vaping the all new Drag X TPP-X. The box. What's it called? The Drag X PMP-X kit. Because that rolls off the tongue really, really easy.
Comp spec LE 1.5.
Yeah, Aaron said it. He said, "Is that the One Plus Pro LE XLT Alex Limited? Like, what is it? Is it a Toyota car? Like, come on." SRT 5629.
Yeah.
I do like what Bram Day says there. I'm going to get a sticker for my Cthulhu. They call it the Night Gaunt. Like that.
He read the books.
Yeah. One more thing. I'm vaping this. This is the Aspire. It's got a name. It's one of the Zealouses.
Oh, it's the Zealous 1.5 comp spec limited edition.
Dead Rabbit.
SP. Yeah.
Yes, it's the Aspire
Bunny.
Dead Rabbit. It's actually the Aspire X kit, Zealous X kit. Nautilus, the new version of the Nautilus. This one is red.
Ooh.
Normally I open the black and I opened the red one saying I'm going to use the red one, and then I had to double check something, and I'll show you here. Because these just came in this morning, and they sent me, you can see one is the UK and one is the international. And so the red one, the red one is the one I opened before I noticed that I had one of each. So I was like, I'm going to use the red one. I almost never opened the red one. I had that one out. And then I looked at this one. It's like, oh, this is a different box. It's different size. It says 3 mil. This is a 2 mil. Okay. So I wanted to have a look at the tank, compare them, see if there's any difference. So I pulled it out. And I pulled it out, and I was like, I want to use the black one. And then I thought, maybe I won't use the black one. That way I can take pictures of the black one. It won't be covered in shit. But look at that. And this camera is not going to do it justice. It is black. It is two-tone. It is matte on the body, gloss on the top. The tank itself is black. Like, this looks nice, but the black one looks so much better.
That's not internal battery, is it?
No, these are external.
Yeah, nice.
And weird thing is, I pulled it out to compare the tanks. 2 mil, 3 mil. I can't see a difference. There's no bung in here.
I bet that they're both the same tank. They've just put the printing on the box.
I think so. So. I might not really
Welcome
highlight
to vape,
that.
Steve.
What?
Yeah. 2 mil, but actually it's 4. Yeah, you could fit 4 in there if you do it with the syringe.
The black one looks gorgeous. Also, can I say that this has something that I never thought I would see back in the day? 0.3 ohm Nautilus coil. 0.3. Not 0.6, not 0.4, 0.3. It is. You can hear that.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of dry.
Sounds like a bit of a drag. Sorry, that was.
If you
Came back around.
Yep.
if you get yourself one of these and you read the manual on the website, it doesn't come in the box, you will know that part there And that part down there are for Aspire coils, which means that you could take one of those Nautilus 0.3, you could put them in this tank. But you would have to know what those bits are for, though.
A late night vape show brings up an interesting point. Reviewers packs in the UK are usually non-TPD. You know what? It always surprises me, and I don't want to say this on a live platform that's going all over the world, but I will say it anyway. It's surprising how a small piece of silicon allows tanks to get into a country and to be retailed.
Yes.
You know, or key rings, or rechargeable soldering units, or
Yes.
How is it that they can follow us on YouTube and or on the Facebooks and anything with the V word gets spanked, but you can bring in thousands of dollars worth of products with a piece of silicon? Yeah,
that's because we're on after 5 o'clock in the States, and no one wants to work for free, so no one watches the show.
I think when it comes down to it, I mean, if you think about the UK, how positive towards vaping they are generally across the board. The bottom line is, if you make yourself a tank from scratch, you make it however big you want, and they don't care. They just don't want things to be sold, ready to go, that don't follow the guidelines. But if they can be modified to do whatever you want, that's user. That's not the company.
Yeah,
User's at fault. So if the company makes it easy, you see it all the time. You see people like, how do you get the bung out? It's like, that's a company that's not paying attention. The company should be like, let's make the bung water soluble. That'd be a good idea. Let's make the bung completely dissolvable in glycerin.
yeah, that's a great
Let's
idea.
do that. You fill a tank, dump the tank, because you don't want to be vaping that shit.
Yeah.
Clean it up, boom, ready to go.
Yeah.
Now you got an 8 mil tank. Can you imagine if they sold the Steam Cray Ragnar with a bung in it?
It'd be 8 grams of silicon.
Yes. You should do that.
Yeah. So I'll go through what I'm vapping. Shift Plus Hummingbird GT1 from Typhon in there with some custard cookie action. I've got a little hammer of pod for Squidly Triss, who isn't currently here. This is for you, bruh. I've also got GT4S Typhon on a Hummingbird Hift Plus. That's what I said. But I've gone full Yo-Yo Discord situation. I'm still rocking the V3 Hexome with the original recipe on there. But to take it even to next level, that says Pony on Acid. That's the last of my Smacks Pony on Acid. Big love to Vapor Swaggins, who's also vapping some Smacks.
Was that a dripper bottle, or was that a baby bottle?
It's a dripper.
Okay.
It's a Boston. But
it's not a glass dripper.
No, sir, no.
When was the last time you used a glass dripper bottle?
It would have been I can't think of the name. It would have been Outer Worlds that e-liquid here in Australia. That's Savas, but that would have been a very long time ago. Yeah.
I was not a fan of them.
No, sir, no. But that's it. That's what I'm putting in my face holes. But Pony on Acid, very interesting. I've been saving this because this is the only time I've ever ordered Smacks that came from Smacks themselves, and I should vape it before it dies. Yeah, I like it.
Birdman, I haven't cleaned it yet, but I did get some Brasso in. It's sitting there waiting, but I decided to make videos and clean the floor instead. I'm getting there.
That's it. Well, your robo will you teach your robo how to wick as well and cover all the bases, you know?
Yeah. See, if it was up to me, I'd have robots doing everything. I'd have robot dish, robot floors, robot window cleaners, robot lawnmower. Actually, I think they've come up with those, like Roomba lawnmowers.
They have?
Which is kind of scary because you're giving a robot like a really sharp blade.
I think you might be muted, Chris.
God dang it! Yeah, you can get a Roomba lawnmower, but there's like $10,000, and I gotta tell you, that's the market that I'll never be a part of.
At $10,000, I could buy a robot Roomba Or I could put concrete in the backyard and never have to fucking worry about it.
Why do I get the feeling that a Roomba lawnmower will probably eat someone's pet?
That's what I'm saying. That's the scary part about it. It's like I'm like Steve. I'm all for automation of like simple tasks because it just gives you like the freedom and ability to do things that matter and stuff like that. But I gotta tell you, something coming at me with 5,000 RPMs of a blade that's sharp enough to like split your butt hair. Like, nope, I'm all right on that one.
Yeah.
But then again, if you have $10,000 to blow on a lawnmower, I'm pretty sure you're paying the guys that clean your yard $8 an hour anyways, so you're saving money.
Yep.
See, I like automation. We have Hue lights in the house, so I can control them with an app. We've got Google stuff in the house, so I can tell Google to turn the lights on and off. They're fully integrated. And that's still not enough for me. I want to have my phone in my pocket, and every time my phone walks into a room, I want the lights to go on, and when I leave, I want them to go off. I want it to be just like little following me around the house. I'd love that. I'd absolutely love that.
I just imagined, as you were saying that, Steve, you're becoming less and less responsible for things in your life.
Yes.
And I imagined you as, Palpatine in The Last Star Wars, fully connected to everything and not having to do anything.
Yes. Do it. Absolutely.
Robot cleaner.
This is what I want. Look, I read an article about Bill Gates' house, and this is like 25 years ago. And he had a thing, much like I was saying, except it was name tags, and there was like geolocation in the house. And so you could have music playing because the whole house was wired for music, and they had like little Zunes in a cupboard somewhere. And you could play like Bill would have his favorite music going, and every room that he would go into, it would follow him. It would stop playing. And if he went into a room and someone else was in there, he was like higher ranked. So his music would shut off theirs, and it would just stay off until he left. And I really like that idea. I love that idea. Like I will sell my soul to Google for a fully automated house. I want, I was this close to spending the extra grand on a Google integrated fridge. I don't know. Yeah. I'm a sucker for that stuff. It's been the dream since I was a kid. Fully automated.
That I know you have Disney Plus. You need to go watch the movie. It's a cheesy movie from the '90s, but they have a movie called Smart House, and then the chick that played the wife on Married with Children, and also the boss's wife on Sons of Anarchy is the voice of the house. And that's the house that you need, Steve. Like, they throw a party, right? Underage kids. And they're like, oh, no, we can't do it. And then the floor just sucks in everything. Like, literally, like, cups, chairs. Like, it, like, cleans itself. Like, that's Steve. Steve needs that house. All right, so GoFundMe for Steve for an automated house that's going to kill us all, Skynet.
Yeah, he'll just be a head and a beard connected with tubes on a Roomba that goes around.
No, you've seen WALL-E, right? My goal is to be one of the guys at the end of WALL-E.
Yeah. People talk crap about it, but hey, I gotta tell you, that's what I do on the weekends. I just sit in a chair and eat, and sleep.
Well, folks, we've come to the end of the show. We've covered a lot of stuff. Steve wants to be an automated Roomba. Vandal's still buying stuff off Wish and going to put that spray on his, I was going to say bottom, but...
the penis.
Thank you. On his erectile...
Oh, wait a minute. That makes your dick go hard. If you put it on your bum hole, it will make your bum hole go hard.
Well, I guess that's what you're going to review it for and find out.
Yeah. Tune into Legion Vape's alternative station.
Legion Gapes.
Yeah. Zing. 25 points for Vandal. Awesome.
Sorry, Steve.
Well, we know what's coming up on Steve's channel in the coming weeks.
The sad thing is, if I had said, I would have lost 10 points.
Yeah. You can't be the subject and talk about the subject in a way like that. Yeah. Steve, what do you have other than spraying hardener coming up on in your life?
I have a review for this. I have a usual Thursday stream. I have the Sunday stream. I have the piss stream. It's not, when you get old, it does this weird thing where every now and then, like every sixth time, it decides to go right or left. And at a complete 90-degree angle. Like, you're aiming at the ball, but it just, why is it going over there? Fuck. Gotta get the mop now. Don't know why this is.
I think you need to walk a little more, perhaps, maybe.
No. Seriously, it's just an old man thing. Trust me, it'll hit you too.
Yep.
It'll hit all the old men eventually. It just randomly goes in different directions. Your aim is cockeyed.
Wasn't that Charles Gardner put up a poll for male nicotine consumers, and he called it wonky willies. I think it was wonky willies. Your willy is wonky, Legion.
Yes.
Yeah, wonky willies.
And it still points straight. It just aims to the side.
Ern says
Sometimes.
that's not just being an old thing. And
If anyone
See,
can
it's not just
X1 in chat for Steve for a local urologist, perhaps that's
The P's fine. The P's fine. The aiming is the problem. I'm just glad it's only happening at the front and not the back. Can you imagine that? You sit down and it just goes sliding out the side, hits the wall. What the fuck?
obviously, you've never had American Taco Bell. No.
We always talk about some really intelligent stuff on this show, and then we go completely to the opposite side.
We
of
are
the spectrum.
fully rounded. We have to be fully rounded.
Yeah, balanced discussion indeed.
Look, I am not scared to completely humiliate myself on camera for the edification, infotainment, and amusement of our viewers. That is my goal.
That's why I'm here.
Great Wombatsky, either that or you're sitting in the shower.
Don't sit on the shower room floor because you'll get pregnant.
Yeah.
Mr. Vandal.
What are you doing in the shower?
That you gotta subscribe to OnlyFans for that. We'll be back Friday. We're doing a car themed show because, as you can tell, I love cars. I don't like cars at all. It was Anthony's idea. And yeah, so it's going to be all about cars. And last week's show was a pretty good one. So if you like stupid shit, I know a lot of you guys a few of you guys in the chat were there. Go check it out. It's a good time. Still have the Friday Fallout store. The link does work now. Buy something I painted this and I put in a bunch of products, and I was supposed to send it to Anthony 6 months ago, but guess what? It's probably not going to go out tomorrow. We'll see.
Send it to me.
Other than that,
yeah, send it to me.
yeah.
I just want to say, Bram Day, I'm totally down for that. Although I'll probably try to pee while they're in, so I might break a window. And Ern, I love the fact that Ern actually comes in with the science. It's a stuck peeper hole that makes the stream be random. It's like, yeah, it's glued shut. I don't know what.
Are you talking about his YouTube streams or what? Yeah.
Why not?
All the streams.
All the streams. Yep. It's live, coming to your face hole. Yeah. That was disgusting. Sorry.
Yes.
Thank you, Chris.
There is a move in Pokemon called Water Sports. There is. You can inflict it upon your enemy with Water Sports in Pokemon. Yeah. 5-year-olds are playing this. It's disgusting. Kind of hot. I mean, disgusting.
Okay.
I got nothing.
Yeah. That might be the time to end the stream. We want to thank you all very much for joining us in the intelligent conversation that is always here on the Amigos and Co. Big love. Drink lots of water. Hug those that you love. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, those at chat. Have an amazing week. It's coming into silly season, I guess, and we're getting into that crazy time. A few people will be off. Stay safe. Stay safe, everyone, and we will see you next week. We'll see you next week.
StevenStreams.com.
That's right.
Steven streams or dreams?
What? The streams of your dreams.
Yeah.
The golden streams of my dreams.
No.